We now know a Springfield officer has been put on paid administrative leave after shooting a man with a knife in Indian Orchard Saturday afternoon. Police responded to Worcester Street just after 4:30 p.m. when they were called out about a man with a knife displaying what they called psychiatric behavior. An officer did end up shooting that man, though it's unclear what led up to the actions. Crews immediately stepped in with medical aid, but the man died at the scene. Now the officer is on paid administrative leave according to standard procedures. Springfield police and the DA's office are investigating the use of force and circumstances of the death.